Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? Yes, no? Good afternoon. So, while the presentation is getting on, just to interact with you, we shall be talking on something very niche, which is the disruptive technology, so-called blockchain, and also the other technologies as well, which are there in the space of the digital era now. And I'm very sure each one of you are going to be affected by this particular technology. And I believe you all from MBA or from the engineering background also? All are from MBA? Okay, how many of you want to be the CEOs of the company? How many? Raise of hands. Huh? Let's be. This you got to be either you are yes or you want to be strugglers. You got to ask this to yourself. How many of you want to be CEOs of the company? Okay? Yes? Lot of them. And how many of you thought before coming to this session that you're going to use this blockchain somewhere or the other when you become CEO or when you join any company? How many? Show of hands. Very few. So how many of you don't know about blockchain? Let's be very candid. Just tell me how many of you don't know blockchain. The people who raise hands know blockchain were very less. When I asked people who don't know blockchain, very less. So where are we? How many of you don't know blockchain? Now you tell me. So because I'll pitch my presentation in that manner. If you tell me you know blockchain, then I will modulate in the manner which I can tell you much more than what you can think of. Okay? So I go by that you don't know blockchain. So to begin this, what I'll do is I'll play one video. They're all in the sky without any connection. They're all trustless. Okay, and still they are flying. Some of the students who told that they knew blockchain, they said, they know about it. And the people who don't know blockchain, what did they see? It is primarily you are distributed, you are still flying, you are trustless, you are trusting each other, you are still flying and not hitting each other. And practically, to put you in a very layman language, this bird of the flocks which are there, they are the blockchain. Best example of the blockchain. Okay? And if somebody asks you next time, the blockchain, remember this example and this is what it is. Okay? It's permissionless. It is, cannot be duplicated. Right? It is infungible. It is kind of, accidents can't happen. The data cannot be stolen and all that features of blockchain. Okay? Now you can play the presentation. You got a fair good idea what the blockchain is? Yes, no? I don't hear. Yes, no? I am half WH. I think I am talking much louder than you guys. So, yes or no? Yes? Still, the last benches are still not talking. Okay? So, we are going to be telling about the blockchain, and to tell you here, you may be taking it very lightly. You have seen internet and you are all browsing on the internet throughout the day. Yes? Yes? And I'm going to be telling you by 2030, internet will be governed by the blockchain. And the blockchain based internet is going to be there. It's not going to be any more client server mode. It's all going to be disintegrated peer-to-peer network or distributed network. So that is the power of blockchain. Okay? Now, all of you from MBA, how many want to go into the supply chain? Raise of hands. Now I'm going to be more from your business perspective. How many want to go in supply chain? Say again. No, the people who must be wanting to get into the supply chain segment, into the construction segment, into the healthcare segment. Okay, even from fintech. How many you want to get into fintech? Damn it, tell me, how many for fintech? Okay, so you want to keep working in the same pattern which you did the normal register wala bhai khata when you stood in the line to do your banking. You want to do that? Yes, no. So if you have to graduate and be in the fintech environment, I think blockchain is the technology which you should be looking at, right? And whether it's a normal banking today, even your KYC, you go and open the account in the banks? Yes, no? You're going to respond, yes, no. I'm going to keep you awake. Okay? So, you're going to go to the banks and do your KYC, don't you do that? Your parents would have opened the account? Okay? Now I say that it's going to be a blockchain based KYC. So your KYC, I'm just telling you one example. It's going to be blockchain based because all those processes, all those things will go away. Right? There are n number of examples which I can keep quoting and quoting and quoting about for the blockchain. Okay? So in this session, I'll keep it very short and sweet. We'll talk of the technology, how it's going to disrupt the way you do the business and what you're going to face in times to come. Normal technology is not going to work anymore. Remember, AI, ML, NLP, all this are going to be the enablers for the blockchain. But blockchain is the base technology. So what blockchain is, now you go back to the example where the video which I showed you, it allows the untrusting parties with common interest. They had a common interest, they were flying all together, they were untrusting, okay, and they were creating a permanent, whatever they were doing was a permanent mark, okay, unchangeable and transparent. What was happening was the transparency and processing without relying on a central authority. There was nothing central about it. They're all distributed environment, okay, and this is what is the blockchain all about. Next, please. So it's going to change fundamentally the way you're going to do business. You may laugh it out now, but that's going to be there on cards in times to come. Okay? And every CEO, that's why I started by asking how many of you want to be CEOs. Okay? And every CEO from every industry wants to know about blockchain. It's not about you. If you don't want to listen to the blockchain, you want to laugh it out, that's okay, good enough. But you're going to be affected by it in times to come. And the moment you go for interview, they're not going to be asking you any questions which are your bookish questions. They're going to ask you what disruptive technology you know, how value add you are to my company, what you bring onto the table after doing an MBA. Not the normal HR, finance, everything. Doesn't make a difference to me. What added? Okay? And this is what would make a difference. So by 2027, I'm telling the figures, 10% of the global GDP is likely to be stored on the blockchain platform. And that's the fact. We're all leading towards it. It's all going, by 2030, I think we'll be seeing the complete implementation of the blockchain. All your government machinery will be working on blockchain. Your banking will be working on blockchain. Okay, like I told you, internet. What you're seeing the internet today, it's all going to change. It's going on blockchain. And they're testing it. The people are doing it. They're already so much of research. The moment you go onto any site today and search for blockchain, you'll get so many startups, so many people working, relentlessly and doing the business. And they are all successful. Okay, to ask, how many of you got a Bitcoin with them? This you must be telling, any guys, how many of you got a Bitcoin? ये तो बताओगे आप? बाकी तो yes, no, you don't want to answer. How many of you got a Bitcoin? So practically what it started all in 2008 when the first Bitcoin was mined by Satoshi Nakamoto. That's the guy who wrote the concept paper. And after that, the things have all changed. Okay, and Bitcoin primarily is the currency component of the blockchain. So while we talk of Bitcoin, we have the blockchain, which is the underlying technology. Remember this. Okay, and when we talk of the blockchain, we are trying to take out all the intermediaries who are going to be there in the network. Okay, I'll show you how we do that. So this is what it is. We talk of the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is quite famous. Everybody, every day you get in a news that some Bitcoin or the other. Just keep clicking. And whereas the Bitcoin is only the currency component. The base component is the blockchain. Next year, just click. And blockchain is not the Bitcoin. To tell you from the India perspective, Bitcoin is not legal. But blockchain is legal. We are trying to make a lot of technologies based on blockchain. In fact, the government itself has funds for the blockchain. They are funding startups for the blockchain. Some of the projects which may be of interest to you, there was a birth records, in West Bengal, they have gone on blockchain. Land records in Andhra Pradesh have gone on blockchain. There are other initiatives also coming on the blockchain. And talking from the, pardon? You can do that. Okay, I can tell you one thing. You write thesis you have the thesis? All of you must be engineering or whatever backgrounds. You have written some project paper, right? Or dissertations. Okay? And what do you feel when the same thing has been copied by someone and he's just put the name and taken it away? How do you feel? Good? Bad? That's what blockchain can take care of. Okay? It can take care of your research work and ensure that nobody else is going to repeat that particular research work just by changing the name. It can take away the problems of all the plagiarism which is there. Why? Because anything which you write, now remember that the video which I showed you again and again, that's a simplistic form of telling you the blockchain. Okay? Even the examination papers, for that matter, the marking, even your certificates, everything can be on a blockchain. That can be done. So, n number of examples from the education point of view, right? So, blockchain is what? For you, it is, you're all from finance. Madam, you just told that you're all from finance. You know Bhai Khatas? This you understand? No. Ye to bolo, yes, no. We are all Indians. Bhai Khata is the Indian word. Okay. So everybody knows Bhai Khata, no? And anytime in that Bhai Khata, anybody wanted to make a change or do any cutting, was permitted? Yes? No? Yes? Accounts wala jo banda hai usme cut rubber laga ke cut laga diya, he would have rewrite it again. Can you do it or not? Yes, sir. Okay, this is the technology of the ledgers, the normal ledgers what we talk of. Now in the case of the blockchain, now you go back to the first video again, where I told you cannot change. Once you write is permanent. Every time you do it, it is imprinted. That is a blockchain. Okay? Now let me tell you one more way of what the blockchain would be. See this register, okay? And think that everybody of you has got this register with him or her. Okay? Right? No? Yes, no? Now it's a physical register with you. Okay? Aapko nahi acha laga, can you cut it? Whatever is there? And just close it? Yes? Yaar ye to bol do aap log, yes, no? I want to be interactive. You see the point of me coming here out of my office, I am using just to impart you this particular knowledge, make use of it. So if you have a register and everybody wants to cut it, he can cut it and close it. किसी को पता नहीं चलेगा, नहीं पता चलेगा ना? आपके पास अपने रजिस्टर है ना, क्लास में आप जो लिखते हैं, है ना? Now you think I give you everybody a digital register in your mobile itself. This kind of register which is digital, okay? And anytime, the condition is anytime you want to change anything, सबको पता चलेगा. You getting my point? What did I say? Anybody who can explain this? Last line. I am saying if I give you a register which is digital register to every one of you, okay, and all of you are connected to each other. Mohit makes an entry In a normal, Dr. Ritu, if you make an entry, in the normal register, you won't come to know that, what changes he did, what changes you are doing. But in the case of a digital register, what Mohit is going to change, you're going to see. This is what is a blockchain. So when you go out of this place, if somebody asks you what is a blockchain, I hope, how many of you can tell now what is a blockchain? This is the slide which is answering your thing. The one in red, the one which you are seeing in the red, okay, the boxes, these are with the central authority. Okay, any transaction which you are doing are through the central authority. Okay, and the one in the blue, there is no central authority. So anytime you do a transaction, if I am able to do it to A to B or C to D, it will happen without a central authority, but all will be updated about that transaction. So what it is giving? It is giving transparency. It's faster. Okay. So these all the features, it is reducing the time of your transaction. Okay. So this is what is the advantage of the blockchain.
Who's going to be responsible or who's going to be answerable for that error?
Okay, it's a fantastic question. What happens is, every time in a blockchain, everybody's got a block. You are a block, the next to you is a block, the third one is a block, fourth one is a block. Now, every time you write a code, that code is being sent, that is called a consensus. Okay? And that consensus is to be agreed by everyone who are sitting along with you. Okay? Once they give a consensus, then only that block gets created. Okay? But the time of creating that block is very less. Okay? That is how it gets validated and you get added as a block. The people with the corrupt code will get rejected and it will not happen. The block will not be written. It's not that every time you build up a block is created. It's that the block which has got a malicious code in it, it will not be created. Got the point? Okay. So, 4 technologies we talk of the blockchain. One is the Bitcoin, which we already told you. We also call virtual currencies, right? The Bitcoin is also virtual currency that way. Then is a distributed ledger, which I showed you. Remember? And is a smart contract. And smart contract is primarily a concern for each one of you. So a Bitcoin DNA is all about a shared ledger, which I brought in. You have a smart contract. Smart contract is nothing. It's basically a code which will get, activated the moment you write something. Okay, I'll give you an example in finance. Okay, you all from the insurance company, and some of you are from the, kind of the finance and other things. If there is an accident, what do? A normal guy who has an accident of his car, what he does? He goes to the insurance, he pleads, he does everything, he will click photograph, he will gumafy, after 1 month he'll give him some money or he'll say he's rejected. Yes, no? But if I have a blockchain based, okay, now that smart contract, the moment there's a accident, okay, there's a smart contract which will get invoked the moment the person activates it. And that smart contract will go to the insurance company. Now he cannot change anything when the smart contract has been made. He will give it to the other people in the chain, and you can transparently see how the chain of reaction of the work has been done. Okay, and nobody is able to manipulate any data in between, and you'll be able to get your insurance money much faster than the normal routine what you do it today. Okay, so smart contract is what? It is about coding. It's a code. It's a small little code which will get activated moment something is to be required to be done. Okay. Then is the distribution. These are basically the smart contract has to be percolated amongst different people where they come to know that the smart contract has been activated, right? And the execution. It will trigger off when required. If it is triggered, nobody can change it, right? Yeah, next. Okay, now I have just taken the use case of smart, then I'll close on my talk. This is a construction industry, for example, okay, and it can work for everything. And in a construction industry, you have the suppliers records, you have the company records, you have the bank records, you have auditor records, supplier A record, supplier B record, and now just see, just click. What happens? How are they interacting? They're all interacting A to B, B to C, they're all haphazardly interacting, trying to control through the central that the owner of the company. Now, just click. So it's multiple companies, dependency and the systems of record, huge. Okay, tedious way to manage your standard ERP system. It's vulnerable, expensive and inefficient. That's what you are doing today, right? Next. And when you talk of the blockchain in construction industry, they are all on the same platform. They have a records which are the smart contracts which are being invoked in the complete, ecosystem. Yeah, next. You have the same participants. They all work in a consensus. Nobody can temper the record now. They're at one place. There's a privacy of the data which is there, and they're all unified records. This is what is a blockchain in the construction industry. Right? Next. So benefits, I told you it saves time, removes cost, reduces risk, and increases trust. So all of you may not be knowing otherwise. If I connect you on the blockchain, all of you will know each other, though you never know each other personally. Right? That's the power of the blockchain. Practically what internet did to IT, we've been talking of it, and we are living in that era. Right? The blockchain is going to do it for all the trusted transactions in times to come. And you all from finance, you all will be affected in some point in time, maybe now, or maybe a year later, maybe 2 years later, but not beyond 3 years later. Okay? So you have to know what a blockchain is all about. Right? Next, just an infographic. See, this is the kind of each area, just show the yellow. Everywhere is a blockchain going to act. Whether it's insurance, whether banking, whether, kind of your loans, everywhere. Supply chain, construction, which I told you, transportation, health, everywhere the blockchain is going to come. Yeah? Next. So some of the kind of examples I'm just showing you, already people have done it. There's an example of supply chain management. Next, just keep. This is the way you send money. The Western Union transfer. People, how the money is being transferred to Western Union. Through blockchain, you can do a transparent transaction immediately, which happens in almost near real time. Yeah. Next. This is about your academia records. You can get it through the blockchain. Next. This is the vote. You can have a voting system where you don't have to get into lines. You don't have to waste your one day, right? You can just, using the blockchain, give your votes online. And it's all there in Estonia. Car leasing and sales, you can keep a track of it using blockchain. Your weather forecasting, that's pretty important. Next, even your fake news can be through blockchain. Your data which you store in the cloud can be stored through a blockchain. You know where your data is. And that's all about the blockchain. And if you have any questions, I think I've overshot the time. I'll take the questions later on if required. Thank you very much.